brothers, welcome back to Territorial IO. We are starting off today here in a 31 player free-for-all battle. Full sending against humans is disabled. Now with 31 players, us down in Africa, we're in a pretty good spot. Now the player over to the east of us does have also a very good spot. I'm kind of hoping he's going to be stuck in the middle a little bit, and that we are positioning ourselves near the Iberian Peninsula. So if that doesn't work out for us, we do have an avenue to go up north. So we'll just go ahead and go out here. We're looking around to make sure nobody is here, and we are fine, so we're good to go for our regular expansion. Now we're going to go up to 50% here and just continue to grow. Now, growing here, I want to make sure to do this wisely. 24 players are left. A lot of people are getting out very quickly. So we have a lot of opportunity to attack bots. And so what my priorities are is grabbing the weakest bots and then pushing over into the east into that player over there. That's what I'm trying to do. We're about to enter into our infinite growth strategy, so let's go right now. Grab as much land as possible. This is a great avenue to be able to attack weak bots and make sure to only attack weak bots. Now, we don't need to rush into anything. Let's go ahead and pick our targets wisely. As I say, we attack two bots that are very strong back to back, but that happens sometimes. Let's just make sure to get some good bots here and waiting for good opportunities. As you can see, there's not a lot right here, so we can just wait until the good bots start to roll. We just build up our troops. We don't waste them on bad attacks. So we're going down into Carly. Flora's good enough. Young is perfect. Let's go up north just to make sure nobody else comes down. And now we really need to start pressing into player 2. That's what I'm really concerned with the most. We can trap a lot of these bots behind us, and we're going to be wanting to get... I'm going to go into Paula just again to make sure that advantage in pushing into player 2 is going to be maximized. Now he sees us over here, so he's trying to push down south to cut us off. That's fine. I don't know how big he's going to be able to get over in the east, but at least we're cutting him off from our section. And now we have a lot of bots behind us. We do have a troop advantage over him, as well as a land advantage over him. So hopefully we will be able to survive as long as we don't get ganged up on right now. But we do manage to hold the crown with about a 13,000 pixel advantage, and the players above us are rather weak. Now, unfortunately, OG is probably not going to be able to challenge player 2 in the way I would want him to, so we're just going to save up as much as possible, despite the very, very weak targets above us. Although, we do have that troop advantage. He only has 300,000. I'm thinking I might go into ING at the very least, just to get a foothold here, because I imagine this player I am new is also going to try and go down there, and I don't want to fight him for the land. Now, having this red on red attack is kind of a sneaky way to grab land when you attack players of the same color. Typically, if someone's super zoomed out, they may not notice that a player is going down if you have the same color. So let's try this strategy. As you can see, I am new is not quite realizing that there's a player on his borders that only has 20,000 pixels, and we're able to get a lion's share. He does finally realize, and now we're going to be in a race to get USSR. We have 1.4 million troops. Let's go ahead and race him for this land. Getting the Iberian Peninsula is going to be very important for us as we do go climb back up into second place. First place is very large and in charge. He's not in our neck of the woods, which is perfectly fine. So looking at this, I'm going to truce with player I am new and then go into player 2. Player 2 cost me the last game. I remember you very well. You had the same flag and everything. So we will build up our troops and then go into him. That is our end-up goal. Now, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to count on any alliances from Drew. And that's going to be a lot of land in the middle there. He's offering us a truce. I'm just going to let him know that I'm not going to truce with him. My intentions are to take him out. Hopefully, I am new is not going to attack us. But that black player is moving very fast. I think that's the crown. Yes, it is. He has 4 million troops. Okay, a little bit less than us. So let's try and avoid him as much as possible. Let's start whittling down player 2 and see if we can grab a lot of Africa. I'm hoping that the crown is going to get kind of bogged down with the players around him and not be able to just roll through the map. He doesn't have that many troops compared to his land size. Player 2 is counterattacking. That is completely reasonable. We're going to make sure to be as high as troops as possible so we don't invite I am new to attack us. Hopefully he goes into the crown and leaves us alone to gather most of Africa. So let's just keep pushing. He once again offers us the truce. No way, sir. The heart emoji won't work on me this time. I am very aware of your tactics. Drew wants to give me a truce. I will definitely take that. We might be able to count on him for a couple attacks, but in all honesty, he's probably going to wait until player 2's out of the game to attack. And what I mean by that is just, that he'll be dead. Let's give bigger attacks more sporadically, just trying to keep up our numbers, because I am new is at 9 million troops, and that's something to be very aware of. We could be at that range too, but I am new is barely getting any troops because his interest rate is so low, where ours is hovering about 1%, which is where we want it to be. So we'll just keep going into player 2, making sure to build up back up to our maximum potential before we give him another attack. He's already down to about 3.6 million troops, which is very lovely for us as we are up to 7 million. Let's give him another little nudge. Little love tap there. Now, Drew is bigger. OG Drew is bigger than player 2. but he's not engaging yet. I imagine the domain player or the red player over to his east is giving him a little bit of pause. So we'll just keep pressing into player 2. This is working out rather nicely for us. The crown does seem to be getting bogged down. He's getting a lot of land, but he's not moving through Central Europe as fast as I'm sure he would like. He's getting rid of Android user. So now he's becoming quite the threat, as we are second place and we have 68,000 to compare to his almost 130. He has 14 million troops. That's very scary. We're going to try and avoid it as much as possible. I Am New and Taiwan are both signaling that they're going to attack the crown. That's perfect. Let that drama unfold up north while we just continue to grab land down south. So that is our plan. Player 2 does leave. Let's hopefully not get attacked by him and just kind of be able to work things through. This is kind of what we're hoping for here. He does go into OG Drew, so let's give some big attacks in here. Just keep grabbing land. Joe up north is very big. He actually is second place, which is good for us. That's going to slow down the crown further and allow us to keep our crusade up in Africa. OG Drew does give us the heart. Unfortunately, brother, I do need your land. I wish it wasn't so, but there's no way for me to win this without taking your land, so I do need to kind of start taking them out. I do need to be zoomed out here just to make sure that I'm not missing anything in the world. I do understand, especially on mobile, it's a little bit hard to see. But that's just the way that we really need to make sure. Because if the crown does anything drastic, we need to be aware of it. If he starts taking out a player, we need to be able to jump on it. As OG Drew does leave, he is now a bot. He's down to 600,000 troops. And that's really good for us. We're sitting at about 8 million. We're in second place with about 110,000 pixels. Let's send a boat up there just in case the crown starts to go down. Now, domain is kind of in our way, which is unfortunate. I was really hoping to just be able to take out that. But 9909 is attacking domain, which is good for us, kind of. Domain's attacking back, and I hate to take away from the attacks of somebody who's attacking the crown, but I don't think domain is really going to get it done, and I feel like this is going to be a lot more vital for us to be able to grab some land. I'm going to try and get up there just in case. Mogul is offering us a truce and gives us the heart. Very interesting. Let's just kind of ignore that for right now. We'll just go into domain and start whittling him down. Hopefully the crown, the crown's in Taiwan. We'll give a truce to Mogul and just keep pushing into domain. I think this is the play while the crown is distracted, that we just continue grabbing land, keep building up our troops, so by the time that we meet the crown, we are as strong as possible. He is attacking into domain, which is good for us, just giving us a little bit of free work. He's down to 16 million troops. We're at 14 million, so our troops count's actually rather comparable. And now we're getting all of this land from domain, so that's really good for us. Mogul has finally realized, so he's jumping on this, which is a little bit unfortunate for us, but our troop count and pixel count is very similar to 9909. So let's give him an attack right here. That does give us the crown, which puts us in a slightly precarious situation where people might turn on us, but I'm just going to keep attacking 9909 and keeping an eye on I Am New and Mogul and seeing what they're doing. If they're stopping the attack, I'm probably, okay, I'm New's in still. That's very good news for us. So let's just keep going into 9909. Joe above him is very big. Now, there are no full sins allowed, so this is not like a game we're going to lose out of nowhere. It's going to involve a lot of people turning on us. So what we are going to try and do is just be strategic about this, making sure our troops are as high as possible. 99 is going down very hard. He's about 14 million troops to our 18 million. Joe behind him is going to be a big challenge. If I can arrange it where I don't touch borders with him right away, and it can maybe take out I Am New or Mogul, that would be ideal for me. But these guys have proved to be so far pretty good alliances. Mogul's going up into Joe in a surprising turn of events. Joe's still going into 99, so we're going to do the same. I'm New's still here, attacking our boy. So let's just keep pushing into him, hoping for the best, as he's down to 15 million troops. Again, we're at 19 million. He hasn't attacked us yet, but I imagine that attack is coming very shortly, as we are probably attacking the most of anybody, and rightfully so. Okay, he does give us a big attack. Let's try and counter that. He's just constantly attacking us, and it does look like we might squeeze through. No, he gives us another attack, and we are officially cut off. Not the worst thing in the world. Joe is rather weak, but Joe actually takes the crown from us. So we need to kind of act fast. We need to get rid of I Am New. We need to meet Joe before he has the advantage or the ability to build up his troops. So unfortunately, we do have to betray our boy. I am very sorry if you're watching this. I hope you understand that I just need to push through you to get to Joe so I can secure the victory. There's no way around this for me. There's no way for me to get the crown unless I start attacking more people, and Joe is a big target. So hopefully we can get through him. We do have Mogul still as an ally who is attacking Joe and trying to take out the crown. He gave some big attacks in while he was weak, but now Joe is much stronger. So we need to keep pushing into I Am New, just keep knocking him down. We give the broken heart. I'm very sorry. I'm trying to get to Joe. I'm just trying to signal that to him and let him know that it's nothing personal on our end. Joe becomes a bot. Wow, and then he attacks I Am New in a great turn of events for us. Let's wait to see if that attack happens one more time. Joe attacks us. Okay, now we need to squeeze through. It's very unfortunate for us. We full sent? There's no full sends. What happened? That's so crazy. But let's race for the land. Let's try and beat Mogul for the land. Just make sure that we hold on to the crown. We do have 100,000 pixel advantage, so nothing too serious there. I Am New is very upset. Let's try and give him the truce, and, you know, as we were just trying to get to Joe, we weren't trying to take him out by any means, and we'll look for the peace here. He's giving the big mad emoji, but we're not going to attack him. We're just going to look for the peace. We'll signal for the peace, give the kissy face emoji, kissy face for the boys, and as we wrap things up, we'll look for the peace. There it is. And as we wrap things up, I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching, especially if you've made this far in the video. If you have made this far in the video, hey, give it a thumbs up. Really helps out a lot. If you're new around here, subscribe for more. I put out videos every day, but boys, I will see you in the next one.